What's up, guys? Tonight I thought that I would just put some thoughts out there because it's what I tend to do on a night when it's just rainy and I just sort of space out. And I couldn't help but make some observations about how life is and the way people conduct their lives, which is nothing new. That's pretty much the whole purpose of my channel, right? For me to just point things out, express my thoughts, express my ideas, observations, etc., etc. But I have always had this thing in me. This dates back to when I was like a teenager. I always wondered why it was that I preferred to be incredibly isolated. It's difficult to explain, but social situations have been incredibly stressful for me, and sometimes I feel like I present myself like I hate people or something, and I don't. It's just that for me, sometimes the act of speaking feels like a lot of work. And I have mentioned that before, but I have never really dwelt on it. Hi Zamri, I hope you're feeling better. Hey Dan, and yeah, I am feeling a whole lot better tonight. I am kind of just in the dark, so that's the reason you don't see a picture in case anyone wonders. I do that deliberately. This time last year, I used to do that, and I find that staring into darkness just helps me think better. So occasionally I do this type of thing. But anyways, so basically, one of the things that I notice about the present that makes me feel like I just do not belong in this time period, I guess. Well, I don't want to say time period, but let's say going with the flow of society is every time I drive, for example, everyone is in such a damn hurry. What is the hurry? Why are you like so aggressively driving? And even if I do not go at your pace and I still catch up to you, you're abusing your car, you're stressing yourself out, you're doing risky maneuvers. What do you gain from that? Is that really making your day better? Is that really saving you the time that you need? As someone who does not take risk like that, it stresses me out to be sharing the road with people who are really different from me. I never leave the house in a hurry. So, because I never leave the house when I'm in a hurry, and then I am thrown into the road where nobody is patient, that just stresses me out so much and it terrifies me, and it mentally makes my day more difficult than it needs to be. Like last night, I was out with my mom and I was on my lane and I thought that I had to make a left turn. I normally don't drive at night because I cannot see that well. But I took a route that I don't frequent, but I knew where I was at. But I thought that it was time to make a left turn, and I ended up changing my mind. And the person behind me is one of those people who really likes to tail you closely. I turn on my blinker to turn left, and then I change my mind. So I was pretty much only half of my car was on the left lane. And then I turn off the blinker, I change my mind, I turn the blinker to the right, and then the person behind me is like really, really, really close. He assumed that I was going to keep turning left or get on the left lane, and he was so painfully close to hitting me. So what I did was I invaded the left lane, which is a middle lane. This was like a three-lane road. And then I just slowed down and chilled there. And I'm like, mother effer, that was perfectly preventable had you not been in a stupid hurry. Why do you have to tail me so closely? And why do you assume, like, unless you see me completing my maneuver, Do not assume what I'm getting ready to do. And it's not like I was not making it clear that I had changed my mind. My blinker is yellow. So you cannot say, oh, I didn't see it when you changed from left to right. And, because there are some cars that have a blinker that's the same color as the tail light. To me personally, that confuses me. Sometimes I do not see that. But that is still no excuse. This person clearly was in a hurry. I was not in a hurry. I was in front of them. They have been trying to fly over me. And that stupid thing happened. And then when I get home, there is a stop sign at an intersection, right? Same thing. Again, this person assumes that I'm going to do what everyone else does, which is not come to a complete stop, that I'll do a rolling stop, and they nearly hit me too. And what bothers me the most is that these crazy people are the ones who are wrong, and they have the nerve to like honk at me like I'm the one who's wrong. No, you need to calm down, you know? So that's frustrating. And the reason I share those stories, even though they're old, like you guys know that I rant about this all the time on driving videos, is just that it gets worse every single day. It keeps getting worse. So I'm starting to feel like I just cannot emotionally handle something as simple and basic and routine as driving. But it just shocks me because I feel like, okay, the road has always been a crazy place, but I feel like at some point it wasn't that bad, you know? And then in addition, I'll get to your comments in a second, guys. In addition, another thing is when I'm at work, and because I work in, a public setting, I deal with all kinds of people, ages, personalities, backgrounds, what is it, social statuses. It's like I see the same pattern of behavior in people. It's like, you know, for the holidays, for example, everyone feels so committed to them. Why? Like, why do you wait for the calendar to dictate what you do and what you get? Okay. On some instances, I understand that depending on your career, that's the only time you can count on having a day off and you can make plans, right? But for Valentine's Day, for example, it was just nothing but flowers and flowers and flowers and flowers. Why do you have to celebrate that mess with flowers? Oh, right, because it's just the tradition, and on top of that, companies gotta make money, right? But to me, it's just crazy that we. How do you not get tired of doing the same thing every year? See what I mean? So I like to be someone who changes things up. Like, I cannot stick to a routine forever, let alone tradition. So it's really hard for me to live in the present knowing that everyone just has the same kind of behavior. See what I mean? It generates a lot of stress in me because it's not like I care about what others are doing for me to pick up their ideas. It's just that I do not like living having to explain myself, explain why I do things the way that I do. Oh, you don't celebrate Valentine's today? Why? What's going on? Oh, you don't celebrate Christmas? Why? What's your religion? Or where do you come from? I'm from fucking here. The only difference is I'm not indoctrinated like you are. But that's what I mean. It's like I have to explain the decisions that I make. And I say have to, like big quote unquote around that. But it's just weird that people just aren't used to seeing something that's different. But at least more and more are seeing where I'm coming from and respecting it and even relating to me because a lot of people seem to live in an age where you're just isolated, right? But it's just insane for me that people cannot break from that. So I just honestly don't bother with socializing much because it really feels like it complicates my life. But But yeah, you guys, those are a few examples. I'm going to catch up with your comments now since it's been a few. And then I'll keep rambling about this. But yeah, just bear with me because I have a lot to say. Check out HPAs of the highly sensitive persons. It might explain a lot about answering questions you ask yourself. Yeah, I have heard about that highly sensitive persons. Sorry, I thought it was hypersensitive. And yeah, when I read a little bit about that years ago, I felt like that stuff was written just for me. It felt great to know that people were seeing where I was coming from, that my experience was not unique. I never thought that my experience was unique, but in a world where everyone has, their patterns, and we seem to be reflecting on what others do, and we try to impress each other, it was nice to see that even though we don't come across each other very often, people like me are out there. It's just a matter of finding them, and it's also a matter of them willing to speak up, because it's not easy sometimes. It's like you don't want to be the only oddball, because that it just makes it awkward and unnecessarily what is it, stressful. But at least I'm glad that I'm seeing more and more people sharing their stories. I'm fascinated by hearing stories that are different. Zambia, my hometown Michigan, are the number one of rushing driving so fast. Yeah, like I just cannot comprehend that. Driving fast, just the hurry that people have. Even at the checkout, for example, why are we so impatient about the person who is ahead if they are paying in cash and they're looking to pay in exact change? You're already migrating to the next lane because you have maybe one item and you cannot wait just a couple more seconds for that older person to finish digging up their change. Trust me, you do not have anything fucking important to do when you get out of that store. I am pretty sure about it. To where you cannot wait those extra few seconds. No, no. So, but then again, I know that my life is pretty simple. Like, I don't have a lot of things going on for me outside of, say, work and anything that I report to you guys that has happened in my day. But no, you can wait. You're just choosing to live in this like mindset where you feel entitled to every second of your life. No, learn to deal with inconveniences. It'll be okay, but it's really disrespectful. For me, my perception is that it's really disrespectful. Like, why can you not be patient? You're all so extra. Feels weird. Fully 20% of people in higher evolved animals carry this personality type. It is not a bad thing. 2 out of 10 of us, male and female, fall into this category. I was socially awkward for most of my youth. Oh, I'm still socially awkward. For me, it's if you are someone who is very similar to me, we will be kindred spirits, of course. But if you are the type of person who tries to impose into me your values that I disagree with, that's when we are going to, have some friction, because I'm not doing anything wrong, or you're not doing anything wrong. We have an incompatible personality, but I feel like we live in an age where we're constantly a looking for the person to blame our problems on and take it out on them, and also like you want to find who's right. I'm right, you're wrong, or I'm wrong, you're right. Like, who the fuck cares? Your opinion is as valid as mine, but I feel like we're competing against each other when we're not meant to be competing against each other on everything. See what I mean? Like, there's this one person who I work with, uh, constantly treating everything like a competition. Oh, how many squats do you do at the gym? How long do you spend on the treadmill? Oh, I can spend an hour. Oh, I can do, I don't know, 40 squats or something crazy. I'm like, Good for you. You're in shape. You're passionate about exercising. Good for you. But maybe my goals are not the same as yours. I'm not trying to be a model or something crazy, you know? It's like if you're trying to be comparing yourself in a sense to be more mentally competitive, then that's more acceptable. And what I am trying to say is if you know that I work out regularly and you have fitness goals and you're curious about what I'm doing and what I can accomplish, maybe you'll use that as motivation, or maybe you'll try to improve my own performance in an attempt to motivate me. Maybe that's just the person you are. You like to push people to be their very best. But what if that's not what I want? See what I mean? It's like same thing with what I have shared with you guys about why I did not go to college and stuff. It's not because I don't think I'm mentally capable. It's just that that didn't feel like the right thing for me. Like my godfather, he really, really insisted and persisted for me to take the college route, and he was going to land my ass in college and this and this and that. And I'm like, no, I will decide what happens with me. And, I don't like to treat people like that. Like I'm just turning down your advice. I know that you mean the best for me, but you gotta learn to trust me as an individual. If I say that's not the right thing for me, it's because I have spent the time thinking about it. And just because you are younger, or sorry, I am younger than you, and you decades ago were my age and you have a lot more experience, that does not invalidate my experience. Let me live my life and find out on my own. So that's another thing that makes it difficult for me to be like living in the present, because I feel like a lot of older folks think they just have the answers for me and they understand exactly what I'm going through and what I'm living. And I'm like, no, you have not sat down to talk to me to get to know who I am and what I want for myself. It's a whole lot more simpler than you think, but you're trying to impose your values on me. That is the problem. That is why we're having friction. So, again, I always want to be respectful, and of course, I did not speak to this person, a very important person in my life in that manner. But it just frustrated me because it happened everywhere I went to. My teachers were treating me like that. The few family members I was in touch with were treating me like that. My godfather was treating me like that. Fortunately, my mother was not treating me like that. But my father, of course, he was giving symptoms of wanting to stir the pot. And I'm like, sir, just don't. He did not dare, because he knows that I really don't have a lot of respect for him like that. But I know that from mom, he's been questioning her as to what I'm up to, and then mom is like, you need to leave her alone. The girl, she's got her stuff going on. She's got a plan. Just leave her alone. But it's just crazy. It's crazy how everyone just worry about yourself. If I need help, I can talk. And you know that I can talk. I mean, yeah, look at all the hours of stuff that I have spoken just in this little channel. Imagine what I have said in the entirety of my life, all right? So, so I'll be alright, I'll be okay. But anyways, uh, that was more of a rant more than anything, but just so you guys see what I am trying to convey with the title of this video, what the topic is, because it's gonna be all over the place. Uh, Makes me so mad that cars be everywhere on a heavy rush hour, blowing the horn, trying to rush that person to get it. Fortunately, where I'm at, I don't hear people honking at each other like that, even if the traffic is all jammed up. But I could not live in a city that does that. I just, no, no. There is a point in the day where I do not want to hear noise or it must be kept at a minimum. If I hear a beep, even human voices can really, really like irritate me sometimes. So imagine living in a very stressful city. Just no, no. I had to wear thick glasses, wear braces on my legs, and had a severe lisp. Oh my goodness, he must have spoken like this. That reminds me, my mom had a bit of a lisp too. She actually had to have something done for her to improve her speech when she was younger. So I can sort of imagine what that was like. Although I met her way after her struggles, were addressed, but but yeah, I can imagine how that has an effect. It explained a lot to me once I understood I fell into this category myself. People hate getting people hate getting stopped to help the person to turn right, or if the car slows down means that person's soft, weak, coward, they rather get into a crash instead of just chill. Yeah, um that's exactly right because I cannot ever there are so many people who, when someone's making a right turn, they come so close to hitting the corner of the car. And I'm pretty sure that occasionally the vehicles that I see that have a dent on the corner is because they were not patient. They decided to not wait for that person to complete their turn, and then you could have avoided disaster, but you decided not to, and that's why you ended up with a messed up car. So yeah, just no. Just no. I was bullied and teased a lot. I think all of those things contributed to my awkwardness. Yeah, that'll definitely do it because when you get picked on for something, it'll just create inse- insecurities, and then those insecurities will be portrayed in an awkward way. You're just awkward about it. It's kind of difficult for me to put into words, but trust me, I know what you're saying. This is a fairly recent scientific discovery. Since you're on the subject of driving, drive a stick shift car. That'll keep you in the present as you're going through the gears, drive more aggressively. Honestly, I really don't care for stick shift just because I, first of all, I don't even know how to drive one, and I would like to learn, but it's not something that's urgent for me. And also the clutch situation, that can actually become a problem eventually because someone in my family actually uh, had a medical problem that seems to run in the family to where the clutch is actually something that's discouraged for us. And it's particularly women. It's because you have to apply some kind of pressure, and doing that constantly is just bad for certain body parts. Of course, I've never tried it, so I cannot say that that applies to me because maybe I'm much stronger than the person who was affected by this physically, because I mean my legs are no joke, but but I don't care. If I don't have to, I'm not going to. And also I feel like stick shift, it'll be difficult for me to dominate it to where I can be a driver who is efficient, as in I know how to accelerate without jackrabbiting, and maybe having a stick shift will make me susceptible to that mess. I hope that made sense. Um, Much of it manifested in being a loner. I didn't see no flowers on Valentine's Day. Me either, and I could not have been happier. You need to meditate more, seriously. Just remember to search HPS personality types. We are exceptional people. I think you are an HSP. And you know what? That's not the first time I have heard that. And I believe it. I can very easily identify as one just because, like, I have been told that I tend to be a sensitive person, and it makes sense. It's just that I guess I honed that as a child because I like to understand the world around me, and sometimes I don't even need a whole lot of detail to know what's happening. So, and on top of that, Sometimes I wondered, why am I being so emotional when there's nothing for me to be suffering from, right? But then when I think about it, it's because I can pick up on things. But it's difficult to explain how that is because it's a skill and ability that you already possess. So you sort of hope that everyone else can do it just like you. But it turns out that not everyone can do it. So it's kind of weird. Zombie, when people driving fast, rushing, acting like tomorrow is the last day of life. Yep. You are a 2 out of 10. I enjoy driving fast and it's very fun. Without a doubt, driving fast is incredibly fun. Like, I dream of being able to drive, like, as fast as I can, safely, right? But at some point, I just realize how one false factor, like one false move and it can all be over and consequences. So I like to enjoy it, but only if it's permissible. It's not something important for me to be like driving fast and violently. Never. So if there's ever a time where there's a designated place for that, sure. I'll do my thing, but it's not urgent. Like, activities that involve a lot of adrenaline, I enjoy them, don't get me wrong, but it's not something that I need to constantly experience to feel fulfilled and satisfied. Put it that way. Zebra, I just want to make money, not be famous, make my movies without a wildlife. I'm just a pizza loving, I guess he meant person. My family and friends, God is good, and people think life is all about money and fame. Yeah, tell me about it. That is another good point that I wanted to hit on about life in the present, which is a lot of people are like really desperate and craving attention, fame, and power and money. Okay, money is good. Don't get me wrong. I wish I had a lot of it so that I can live comfortably, not work for somebody else, and all that good stuff. But at the same time, the people who lose their minds, like because their ego just raises, that's just crazy. Like, no, calm down. You're not royalty, and even if you are royalty, I do not feel that type of way. I do not worship people. I don't worship anything. So this generation is really about that. Lots of worshiping, lots of loving stuff that ain't really all that. And I just cannot get behind that stuff, man. I like to invest my time a little differently, a little better. And I cannot just sit here and be like, oh yeah, you know, I'm going to adore this person because of their music skills or acting skills. No, everyone is impressive in their own way. I don't need you to be some kind of buffoon who makes millions and everybody sees and agree that you're good. Okay, chill out. There is a lot of talent out there that goes unknown and undiscovered. Just as good or even better. The only reason you're popular is because you get promoted to be popular, since you apparently can sell something. That's not impressive to me. It's just not. Oh yeah, what do you drive? 2016 Focus RS. Let me make sure that I didn't skip anything. Okay, I'm with you, Alice. I drive a stick sports car too. Awesome. I have a 2013 FRS. I heard those RSs can run into head gasket problems though. I'm not trying to diss New York, but New York is number one traffic jam. So much noise downtime in New York. Okay, story about me. 2009. No, I'm sorry. January 2007. I went to New Jersey with the intention to live there. Of course, that did not work out. But we visited New York. That's my first and only time being in the streets of New York. I did not walk in them, I drove through them, and unfortunately, we got caught in 4 o'clock traffic. I swore that I would never be on the streets of New York again. To this day, I have not been, and I do not plan on being. The only way I'll be in New York is if I have to be in the airport. But it is very, 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 very unlikely that I'll ever have business in New York for you to see me out there. So just to let you know, I don't care about it at all. Because remember, Zam is the kind of person who goes the opposite direction to where the crowd is. And New York is exactly where everyone is going. Mine is running great, no problems yet. Zamri, when people see the cops, everybody started to drive all nice. Yes, I was telling that to my mother this evening. She was driving, and then all of a sudden, a cop just shows up on this one little section of the road. And then I'm like, don't you hate the hypocrisy of these people, mom? Like, these were all speed demonizing 2 minutes ago. Now there's a cop, and all of a sudden, everyone is like righteous. Everyone is obeying traffic laws. Everyone is stopping. No one is running red lights. Uh, Guess what? Everyone remembers about the almighty blinker. Nobody is passing anybody and stuff, like get out of here. If you drove well regularly, you would not need to worry about the police. Sometimes uh people go, "Oh, there's a police behind you." And I'm like, "And it's just another vehicle that better keep distance from me so that they don't rear end me, and it's another vehicle that I gotta dodge." Like just because it has some paint on it that says something and some lights and this flashlight thing, and inside there's someone armed with a badge and stuff. I'm not intimidated. I'm not intimidated because I'm always making sure that I'm doing things right. But if you fear them, it's because that's your conscience that's, messing you up. I cannot relate. I just cannot relate. It's more important to be happy with what you're doing and less student loans. You're probably money ahead without the student loans. Follow your own path in life. Yeah, that is exactly how I'm feeling. To me, I never thought that being in debt is my idea of living. Like, you know what it's like? You're working, it doesn't matter what kind of job it is. You're working and you cannot count that the money is yours. Your money has to go to someone else. That doesn't sound like life to me. To me, it's nice to know that the money that I'm making is for me and I don't owe it to anybody. The only debts that I have are necessities, and eventually they'll get paid off as well. So, nothing better than that. I may be, modest. I'm not rich at all, but I don't need to be. I feel happy. My bills get paid, there's food in my tummy and in the fridge waiting for tomorrow. Yeah, I don't need anything else. All right. So, yeah, I just want to take it easy. I really do. Student loans and financial problems can be a source of depression. Oh, absolutely. Your A Zamri, the best. Hey Zam, camera not working. Hey Jordan. Nah, it's just that sometimes I have moments when I just film without a picture, and staring into darkness just helps me put my mind together better. And if you go way back about a year ago, I used to do a lot of these, and it also helps me concentrate better with what I'm reading. And yeah, it just helps. It helps me sort of ease into the night, if you will. Good to see you. Yes, people let money take over their lives. Zamri, we don't have to control our thoughts. We just have to stop letting them control us. Oh, yeah, yeah, there's truth to that. Makes sense. That's good, Zamri. Either people are wild, I just worship Jesus, that's it. And famous people are just humans. Yeah, exactly. If you ever watch certain famous people being interviewed, that's one of the first things that they say. They're like, I mean, I'm human just like you, but for some reason, people think that I'm this. uh, being that's just unreachable or something. I still get hungry. I still gotta um, take care of myself. I still gotta take a shower. I still gotta do human things. But it's very easy to forget about that when the aspects of these people's lives that we're witnessing is all about, their fabulous life. We never stop to think about the human factor that affects them as well. And then we have all these people with their crisis talking about, I can't believe that they would, that they're struggling with depression, that they have drug problems, or why, or, that so and so killed themselves. Why? Of course, this person is crazy. Like, they are drowning in stress. That will mess anybody up, young or old. So anytime I hear a story of someone doing something stupid to themselves, I'm not shocked. That is definitely a stressed, overwhelmed, misunderstood person. And the symptoms are usually there, but we ignore them because we don't pay attention like we used to. But anyways, yeah. I like New York City. Zambri, yes, I love my world so much. People need to understand that. Wow, that's amazing, Zam. And I'm sorry, that's New York super crowd. Get a nice radar detector and you won't have to worry about police as much. Isn't that illegal? But you know what's the best way to not worry about police? Fucking do the right thing every time. Like, it has worked for me all of these years. Yes, I hate people doing that. Seeing the cops behind you, people are crazy. Some people are rich and still working because they are just bored or don't want to get to a wildlife. You know what? Yes. Do you guys ever feel like boredom makes you do stupid things? I know it does for me. Like, sometimes I just pick on people for no reason just to get them agitated and then create a scene and then be like, I'm just fucking bored. That's the reason I'm treating you the way I am. But I know I'm a terrible person. But yeah, it's when you're bored, there's nothing worse for a living being than being bored. Like when my cat gets bored, he's such an asshole. Like I hate him. I almost want to put him outside and get rid of him, and become one of those people who just abandons pets. But of course, I'm not going to do that. But then I think about me when I'm bored. How do I feel? How do I act? How do I sound? What do I do? I'm a bitch, just like my cat. So why am I going to be upset at my cat when he's just being a living being that needs fun and attention and he cannot get it? Of course he's going to be an asshole. I'm an asshole when I'm bored. So I cannot be upset. But but it's crazy how we're all connected in that department. I hate that cops reading people driving license without breaking the law. I know, right? Something that intrigues me about cops is the multitasking aspect of their job. If you're driving and then you're punching stuff in the computer too, I'm assuming that the reason they keep themselves pretty like safe. I have never heard of a cop getting in a wreck. I'm sure that happens. But I guess it's because since everyone is driving, he serves as a deterrent for people driving stupid, then they can get away with doing all of that multitasking and remaining safe because no one is pulling risky maneuvers. Whereas if they were not in that police car identifying themselves as such, I would believe that it would be more difficult for them to drive safely because everyone wouldn't have the deterrent of his presence to where the road is suddenly a little safer because you're around as a cop. See what I mean? But yeah, people just y'all are tripping. Well, not you guys, but people in general are tripping. Yes, famous people are living the same 24 hours like us. Happiness in intelligent people is the rarest thing I know. You know what? That is so true. I find it that people who are like incredibly bright and stuff, they tend to have a really rough time with like keeping their emotions in check and stuff. But I would imagine that that's where high functioning depression comes in, which is okay, you're this incredibly talented person, you can get everything done, you're independent, you don't need anything from anybody, you are admired because I don't fucking know, you're a great musician, you're a great artist, you're the best, I don't know, best worker, period. But you have functional depression because just because you're good at those things, it doesn't mean that it satisfies you because people are just going to see you as a tool, as a resource. Oh, I am going to, I want to pair up with Zam during this project because she's the smart one. She'll get everything done. She's responsible. She's always on time. And I can count on her making my grade look good. But deep down, you're not interested in me as a person and creating a connection with me. You're just interested in my talent because it'll benefit you. So I want to say that's when you become sort of like you run on autopilot and you become robotic and you just feel like you don't have a soul anymore because everyone's just feeding off you. And it's like when people ask me to switch shifts sometimes, it's like, oh, you want to have my day off. Why do I not deserve my day off? Are we going to do something together to where you need to have the day off? Of course not, because you're asking me to cover you. But I have to withstand the burden of being at work when I don't want to be at work, when I should have been off. I usually help, but I think it's just when you think about it critically, it's like, well, damn, I stay behind while you go have fun. Cool. But people don't always ask to switch just to have fun, and like fuck around. Some people have a doctor's appointment or they have a sick child, sick family member. Okay, that's different. But when it's like the holidays or a weekend or something, I know what you're doing. I mean, good for you that you have a social life and apparently you're happy and you enjoy it. I'm too introverted to find that appealing, but when do I get to enjoy myself and have pleasures here and there? See what I mean? But anyway, just to name another example. Phone was like just I don't know what my phone did, but it like blacked out for a second. But yeah, what I was saying is like, okay, I like to help and try to cover people's shifts, but it's like, when do I enjoy my time, and have pleasures here and there? I'm not sure when the stream did its thing, but that's what I was in the middle of saying. Let's see, which comment am I at? Oh wow, I'm really behind now. Hemingway or somebody, I don't know. Doing the right thing is one option. You're funny, Zamri. I feel like being bored is a choice to an extent. So true, because on that note, let's say the folks who feel trapped and miserable and they commit the act of, say, just setting themselves free and going to the next life, to call it something. You're telling me that there was absolutely nothing out there in this planet that intrigued you, interested you, captivated you? You felt like there was truly no hope for you. Like you're not forever in jail. Like you're not. stuck in prison for something terrible. You're telling me that there's absolutely nothing out there that you could possibly find interesting. But I personally want to say that people's challenge is facing challenge. What I'm trying to say is um, the mindset of having perseverance, resilience is just not there anymore. So, at the slightest symptom of your life complicating, you just get intimidated and you flake out and you're just like, oh, I cannot handle this anymore. It's like you're frying internally, like your systems are just shutting down. Like, why? What happened to us to where we cannot seem to handle anything mentally anymore? I mean, I'm not perfect. Like, occasionally I have my breakdowns, but I pick up and continue. I know that stuff will get better. It's not always easy, but I think it's crazy that not everyone thinks that way. You get intimidated about stuff being difficult. You know, I don't like to run away from challenges, personally. I remember this guy robbed the bank next door to a Dunkin' Donuts down the street of my house and he got caught. Cops getting wrecks, all the traffic accidents is the number one source of injuries. Huh. Zambria, I hate that people are grown still want to be popular, cannot let go of high school years, just move on. Memories is fun. Not the reality people need to move on. Now that you mention adults being like high schoolers, oh my god. Do you guys ever meet people who for some reason they gossip like they are still high school kids? I'm talking about people in their 40s and they're still getting together, just talking smack about other people. How does that benefit you? What's the appeal of gossip? That should be a stream topic of its own. I've discussed it before, but not really from this point of view. But seriously, there's people who seem to breathe gossip. It's like if you don't do it, if you cannot keep anything to yourself. If you do not vent other people's business or discuss people's business, you feel like your value in life is just on the decline or something. I don't know what it is, but no, do not come to me and ask me for information on someone because I will not know because I don't care, you know? But it's insane that, I'm around some grown ass people and uh, drama from teenage years is still, recurring in your adult years. What is this? But then again, productivity everywhere you go to is just on the decline, so it's not really surprising there. But it still doesn't stop shocking me because, dang, I thought that once you hit a certain age, some stuff just disappears. I'm not saying you cannot mess around and gossip for the sake of entertainment and maybe nostalgia, but for that to be an everyday thing, that shit gets old, bruh. At least for me, but then again, I'm weird, so but yeah, it's shocking for me. Grown ass people still talking like high school girls. Where am I at? I'm currently enjoying myself, but I'm also eating a steak. That helps. Oh, well, I had my steak yesterday. I cut it into little slices. Zamber, you will own your own company, do anything you want. You know what? If I had my own company, what the fuck would it be about? I always wonder that. Like, what product would I have out there? I genuinely do not know. Oh, that's a damn lie. Leggings! You guys know that leggings are like my cancer. I haven't forgotten that I want to do a video where I just show my leggings addiction. Zamber, yes, I have been there full grown wannabe 17. Yeah, oh yeah, and tell me about people who struggle to age gracefully. It's like, okay, it's easy for me to say since I'm still young and I'm not suffering from aging quite as bad as it gets, right? But the vanity aspect of it, especially, like, dude or dudette, we get it. You had your prime, you had stuff going on for you, good for you. But at some point, you gotta let go of that shit because it starts looking pretty silly. Oh, in my perception, at least. But like, when you're like fucking 40 or 50 and you're trying to be like 19 and 20, that's weird. But I'm not saying you cannot have the energy of a young person, but to try to actively compete with the youth is kind of weird to me. It's not something I would think about doing. See what I mean? Like, I'm not looking at 17-year-olds and going like, I'm gonna compete against that body, or I'm gonna compete against you in a sport. Like, no, no, no. I got better things to do with my time. Trust me. Um, Maybe not in that way, but Zimri is, I've been there. Blah, blah. Okay, I just read that. I'm surrounded by 40 and 50 plus year old gossipers. The E channel is based on gossip. Social media is also based on gossip. Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. People like that, I just either block them or mute them. Like, especially on Twitter. Like, good God. People need to gospel, not gossip. How do you like your steak? I'm guessing medium well. Any specific type of seasoning, garlic powder, butter, or anything? Well, I personally like my steak to be, and this is probably going to upset some of you monsters out there, but I need for my steak to be dead, murdered, annihilated, not alive, assassinated, defunct. And what I am trying to say is I like for it to be well done, even if it's like looking all kinds of ugly. Give me a well done steak. I do not need to see that blood. I fucking hate it. But just because something is well done doesn't mean that it has to be dry. You just need to know how to cook that mug. Because a lot of people protest and bitch about well done meats being all dry and shit. And I'm like, well, if it gets to that point, it's because you overcooked it. But to answer the next part of your question, the spices that I like to use are definitely garlic is a obligatory thing to have. I like to use the powdered version, of course, but as much as I can, I try to use like cook with the cloves so that the raw flavor is like there and more strong. Definitely add black pepper. Black pepper saves anything. I love herbs personally, especially Italian blends. But when it comes to a steak, I like to do just a hint of basil. Something about basil. It just fixes anything. Um, let's see. What else do I do to my steak? So I have the black pepper. I have the garlic. Ooh, add bell peppers to it. Green peppers, I really don't mess with that much, but bell peppers, red peppers, oh, to me, I find that amazing. I like to add the bell peppers toward the end when the meat is pretty much done, just to warm them up and like soften them. Because, when they're raw, they tend to be all crunchy. I don't need that. But yeah, definitely mix it with peppers. And I add a little bit of paprika. It's not like it adds flavor or anything. It just I just add it. I was taught to add paprika, but it's not like I can perceive a flavor. And I also like to do a hint of turmeric. Something about adding turmeric, it makes it pretty amazing. But just a hint. On steak, it's not really appropriate for me to drown it in turmeric for some reason. Um, And then I feel like I'm missing something. Come on. What am I missing? Oh, onions. That's what it was. Onions. So yeah, that's it. That's how I fix my steaks typically. Let's see, where am I? I love Montreal steak seasoning. You know what? For some reason, I like to put my seasoning together as opposed to buying a pre-mixed seasoning. See what I mean? It's like if you grab a Mexican one, you know what's going to be in it. If you grab, say, curry, you know what's going to be in it, which turmeric is one of the things that's in it. But I like to mix ingredients together and create my own little blend. Italian, you know that's gonna have like rosemary and what else is in it? Not oregano. Would it be basil as well? I'm not sure. But anyways, you know what I'm talking about. Hopefully. Butter on steak is nasty to me. Butter, I use it sparingly. To tell you the truth, these days, I only use butter to like cook eggs in the morning, but on meats, I really don't need it like that. But I guess I should try it. I vaguely remember having butter on a steak. Now, I take that back. I can actually add butter to baked potatoes. Give this girl butter on her baked potato. How do you guys like baked potatoes if you like baked potatoes? I like to have butter, cheese, broccoli, and black pepper. That's all I need. Yeah, I don't dig it. I had it once without realizing, and I was like, what is wrong with the steak? Girls is greater than stovetop too, by the way, not even close. Oh, absolutely, dude. If I could, I would have everything grilled every day of my life. Grilled chicken, grilled salmon, grilled steak, grilled everything. Ugh, amazing stuff. Especially when it ends all juicy, I just love it. Like, yeah, your meat is tender, juicy, just ugh. Grilled burgers, a real grill mark, ugh, making me hungry. Lionheart says, I am sick. Cough, cough. Sorry, dude. Sorry to read that. Everyone's sick today. Well, not everybody, but like today, I had a call out in my department. And I'm like, God damn. It was the one of the most essential people too. It was a supervisor. People worship is so superficial. I totally agree with you. Yeah, and then these people who are worshipped, like say musicians, occasionally they put music out talking about how they cannot trust anybody. Or, oh, I'm just being used. And, like these people have crisis in their lives, emotional stuff. Like, no, no, we don't need that. You don't need to be popular like that. However, you're an exception for me. Oh, well, that's your royal highness to you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to act like I'm full of myself. I couldn't do it. Zambri, have you ever thought of what tomorrow's gonna be? What? Quick save, beautifully done. You mentioned bell peppers with steak, made me think of steak tacos. I've never had steak tacos. Have I? Actually, I take that back. Yes, I have. I had them with cilantro. Oh, yeah. Cilantro on steak. Yay or nay? I did it one time, but I used it sparingly. I did not associate cilantro going with steak. And cilantro is one of those things that people may love it or hate it. I was shocked to know Just how many people do not like cilantro, but they would prefer parsley. I am more of a cilantro girl than parsley, but parsley's all right. Oh yeah, parsley. I think parsley is what is usually on Italian blends, like rosemary, parsley, all that good stuff. Wolfos moans in slight agony. What the? If I ever worship a person, it would be myself. Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that. Well, as long as you don't lose your soul, like some people are. What do you call that? The vanity aspect of it as well. Just be careful. Yes, I'm enjoying this food talk. Keep going. Huh? Maybe we need an official food stream at some point. I don't like steaks at all, but I love cheesesteaks and pizza. But pizza is the forever love. So, while you mentioned pizza, what is your ideal pizza? Would it just be like the meat lovers or something? For me, I love chicken and pesto. And the way that I order it is, of course, I have the pesto, I have the chicken, I have the cheese, I add black pepper and onions. That's all you need. Oh, and the crust is very important. Give this girl whole wheat, or we're gonna have problems. I don't have anything against white flour. It's just that I prefer wheat. Wheat. Let's see. What is the best beverage you can think of, and can you remember mine? Um, well, for me personally, my favorite drink is chocolate milk, and just the creamier, darker, richer, fuller, the better. But Webby, I don't remember what your favorite beverage is. Yeah, no, I don't remember. Sasari. I guess I'm the only vegetarian here. Let's see, vegetarian recipes. Anybody? Anybody? What you got? Shit, I don't know anything. I'm just a monster, like an animal eater monster. Yeah, I know vegetarian means you can have some animal product, but yeah, sorry if this was not very pleasant for you, Wolfie Richmond. Wolf was close to the kitchen cabinets to go get medicine. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Non-alcoholic to help you narrow the choices. Would it be, I'm so scared to say this, but would it be coffee? Nah, maybe not. Non-alcoholic. I don't think you're a soda guy, so I'm not gonna guess that. Um, I cannot believe that I cannot remember that. I can remember everything else about you, but I cannot remember that. Oh boy. I'm not sick. I feel like a million puppies. Puppies are nice. Wolfus hears the word vegetarian becomes more sick. Oh, poor guy. Oh boy. We need to have like a specific diets stream. I'll keep that in mind. I feel like going to the gym keeps you from getting sick as often. Oh yeah, absolutely. Ever since I started working out back in 2015, first of all, I never thought that my body would be able to like accomplish so many things such as just lifting stuff without getting tired, holding stuff that's heavy without getting tired as quickly, and most importantly, being able to go up the stairs, skipping steps, and not l- having to catch my breath. Seriously, I used to get dizzy from going up the stairs. And it's weird because I was never like incredibly like when it comes to my body shape, I have never been like super fat. But just because you're skinny doesn't mean that you're healthy. And that showed so much. It's like, why am I dying from just being a human that moves, you know? So I was so proud of myself when I was able to actually like skip steps and go really fast without having to like feel like I was just dying, yeah. And also to see my body leaning, it was also pretty nice. Although you can lean from having like a diet is really important, but I like to see that my arms were, getting toned. You know, they still flop like jello, but just I'm proud of my body now. Being healthy in general helps. I meant the future of tomorrow gonna be every day is different. Ollie, please make me feel better by gracing us with your angelic presence. Oh, Ollie. Yeah, he is a sweetheart. He is an angel. I love him. Oddly enough, my favorite pizza is cheese pizza. Okay, okay. I'm not even gonna front. I discovered that I love cheese pizza about 2 years ago. And it's because that's when I decided to be serious about giving up on pork. And I'm like, let me try cheese pizza because some people really love it. And when I think about it, it is pretty good. My favorite cheese pizza blend would be, of course, I can just have the plain mozzarella cheese, right? But I prefer for it to have parm, mozzarella, Asiago, and come on, Zam. What are you missing? Mozzarella, Asiago, Parm, and it starts with an R. Romano? Romano? No, I don't think that's the word I'm looking for. Anyways, some kind of blend. That mess is amazing. It's amazing. Oh yeah, Webby. I remember something you said about bacon one time. I hope it was you. I feel like it was you who said it. You were saying something about bacon being so great or so amazing that you would wear it. Am I right? Was it you who said that, or was it someone else who we were um, discussing? I feel like you were the one who said that you would wear it. That's funny. With a decent amount of tasty tomato sauce on it. Ugh, yes. I hate tomatoes, but let me tell you, pizza sauce is the bomb. I love all kinds of pizza. My favorite is the everything on it, and I love your pizza, Zamri. So many comments here reading that I cannot see it. I like almost any kind of pizza. Not a fan of anchovies, but I love the turtles. I've never had anchovies because fish. But I hear that they are salty as hell. Is that true? Um, Ollie is just an absolute angel. Oh, I wish, you know what? It's like, for him, it's like 5 a.m. So that boy is just out cold. That's why he's never here when I stream this late. But next time I'll try texting him and see if he would wake up or something. My favorite Bavarish is the same as your favorite. Oh, how did I forget? That was such a trick question. Oh man, I feel terrible now. Yeah, that's true. I remember now. I'm having flashbacks of that long conversation we had where we talked about chocolate milk. This was years ago. Yeah, I remember now. I'm sorry that I couldn't remember immediately. I'm a terrible person. His presence alone has healing abilities. Yeah, Ollie has done so much for me. I'm so glad that he hangs out here too. I don't even drink coffee. Guys, is it coffee or coffee? How do you say it? That is an important question. I don't even drink coffee. By the way, soda neither. I drink mostly water and milk occasionally. Any kind of milk, really, I love it all. Yeah, yeah, that is a man of my heart. Because, yeah, I drink water and that's pretty much it. And of course, I have chocolate milk in the fridge. And of course, since I work out and I'm trying to be more nutritionally inclined, I drink protein shakes. And I need to show you guys my ultimate favorite protein powder. It is amazing. It's out of this world. I'll be sure to show you what it is, um, so that you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's just amazing. I cannot compare it and say that it tastes like ice cream, but it's just rich in flavor. How do you guys feel about whey protein? Any of you guys mess with protein powders or at all? If you push my protein powder button, I will go on and on and on. Protein powders to me are like what leggings are to me too. I'm just excited about them. Your body is generally designed to lift stuff, hold stuff, go up and down stairs, etc. Yeah, exactly. But when you become a sedentary creature like me, yeah, it may not be so simple, honestly. I feel so sick. I'm sorry, Wolfos. Constant motion, Newton's first law. Now, I know how Zami felt when I wasn't around Zami's live stream. I've loved cheese pizza my whole life. You know, there are certain places where their pizza ends up having black spots on it. How do you guys feel about cheese pizza that has the little black spots on it? It's like extra toasty or something. For me, that is a turn on. But some people actually don't like it. How do you guys feel about that? And the Webbers go, but bacon. See, okay, bacon is good, but it ain't all that. I mean, I don't miss it. And let me tell you, I used to be a complete sucker for pepperoni pizza, but I'm telling you, ever since I have stuff with chicken instead, I swear I don't miss it. You guys, if you ever see a pizza place that mentions having a chicken and vodka pizza, please try it. Please. It's like, you guys ever mess with the vodka pasta sauce? That's pretty much what it is. They're using that as a base. And then they use a cheese that's really creamy and grilled chicken or shit. You can even have it fried. That mess is addictive. So be on the lookout for that. Try it someday. Chicken and vodka pizza. I have never gone back for like anything else from the pizza place that I get it from. Oh, buffalo pizza. How do you guys feel about that? Usually, when I get buffalo pizza, it includes the little. Is it blue cheese? I think it's blue cheese. Blue cheese or ranch. It has something else in it. And that mess is good. But not all buffalo sauces are the same, unfortunately. Let's see. I wonder how Zami dealt with me being absent these times. You were gone? I'm just trolling. I'm a terrible person. Cheese and pineapple is decent. You know what? I have a pending video of me trying uh the Hawaiian pizza. Son ham, of course, but yeah, I gotta try that because I have so many conflicting thoughts about something sweet being found in pizza like that. but I'm not gonna shit on it until I have tried it. All my life I have crapped on it, but I need to legitimately try it and be like, okay, I tried it and it sucked. But I don't want to be that person who just talks trash about something I don't have experience on. A lovely cheese pizza just for me remind me of Home Alone 1 1990 Kevin. Oh snap, yes, yes. I'm allergic to fish, but still had an okay time with food when I visited Japan. Huh, you're allergic to fish. I am intolerant to sell shellfish. And what happens to me is I actually like shrimp. I love shrimp. Well, I cannot say love it, but I enjoy it. But there came a moment when I began to eat it and my skin started getting red and itchy and my stomach felt like the inside of it was just being eaten by itself. It's like a huge itch in my stomach. So my father is actually intolerant of them as well. Not severely allergic, but he does have an allergy of some sort. So I guess that now that I have become older, it caught up to me or something. So it's a shame. But at least I'm glad that if I eat it, I'm not gonna die. Like I can eat from a facility that processed shellfish. But if I'm not careful, it might make me sick. It depends on the doses, I guess. Where am I at? Shoot. Okay, here I am. Wait, I know what Zemi did to feel better from the sickening void of my absence. She replaced me with Ollie. Well, maybe there was no replacing to do? Ollie's probably going to be happy that I have been like vouching for him. Anchovies are the devil. Okay, I was curious about anchovies, but I'm not gonna lie. I would not spend the money on them. If I mess with pizza with anchovies, it's because someone offered it to me. How about that? But if Webby hates them, I am pretty sure I am going to hate them. Olives. How do you guys feel about olives? My mouth immediately rejected them. All sizes and colors. No olives for this girl. Come on, Zam, it's pronounced coffee or coffee. Coffee. Can I have some coffee? Coffee. Coffee. Yeah, for me, it's coffee. That's how I usually say it. Wolfus soon becomes absent again from Zemi live stream soon again, and Wolfus comes back finding out Zemi has another favorite guy next to Ollie. I use whey protein sometimes, but I don't get super into them. I prefer, when it comes to whey, I like vanilla flavors better because my chocolate flavor experiences have been pretty meh. Sedentary ain't good for you? Oh, hell no. There's no way that I can be the lazy bastard that I used to be back in the day. Just no. I love cheese pizza with the slightly more burnt black spots. Yes! I love putting hot sauce on my pizza, and chips are very amazing. I can do the hot sauce if it's like buffalo sauce, but to actually be like, I have a craving for hot sauce. I never add hot sauce to anything. It has to be like part of the recipe already. But I don't have any hot sauce in the house. So that says a lot already. I wonder who will be the next favorite of Zami livestream next to Ollie. Probably some guy named Bob. Well, let's see. If I were to name my favorite folks, who would they be? Well, I'm gonna keep that to myself. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't get me wrong, I don't need a lot of bacon, but never having a single slice of bacon for the rest of my life. No way. I would rather gain 300 pounds and a Nicki Minaj booty. Oh, that was fantastic. Yeah, I don't miss pork. I just don't. But I love how you phrase that. Gain 300 pounds and a Nicki Minaj booty. Ah, Jordan, you're my hero. Not a fan of creamy stuff, though. I will look into the vodka pizza, though. Sans pizza. Oh, fantastic. I like the liquor store's pizza, too. Dude, eating bacon will probably make you gain 300 pounds anyway. Also, ham. I take ham over turkey on Thanksgiving. Fight me. Well, I'm rolling up my sleeves already. Turkey is definitely my favorite holiday, what do you call that? Protein source to consume. Oh. Turkey. Cranberry or no cranberries? There is a right answer, and my friendship relies on that. Plot twist Wolfus is Ollie in his other account. Unfortunately for you, I know how Ollie's prose sounds like. So, yeah, there's no imitating that. Just trust me. I spend way too much time with that man. Nah, I used to eat a pound of bacon each week. I gotta eat a lot to gain any real weight, fast metabolism, and work very hard. I can eat shrimp though. Love me some fried shrimp. You know what? I never got to eating fried shrimp. Also, yeah, the 300-pound thing, that was my point. But my throat closed up and tongue swelled up the last time I ate some catfish. You know what? Everyone seems to be about catfish around here. I've never tried it, and I honestly have never like craved it either. You guys tell me some catfish stories. Where am I at? Oops, my lady is waking up. Time to leave, I guess. What's the word tentative to her now? Yeah, ask her kindly to fix you some soup, bruh. Seems like you, need it. If everyone on Earth spent a full day talking about only food, we would probably be able to transcend today's societal issues for at least a little while. Yeah, I find it that food connects people because we all get hungry, and we all have our differences and similarities. I find that so fascinating. I dig olives. Just like my mom. You can have them. All for you. Just teasing though, I am feeling sick but got to run. Milady is calling. Did someone mention chips on pizza? Yeah, that's a W. You know what? Nah, I couldn't do it. I cannot imagine extra crunchiness. Like, toasty pizza is okay, but I don't love it. My mother is obsessed with pizza that's toasted. Every time I order one, she's like, can you ask for them to have it crunchy, please? Toasted? And I'm like, why? 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 Oh boy. Where am I at? By the way, Zambi, my girlfriend has a YouTube channel now as well. If you look through my playlist, you can see her. Cool. If I remember, I'll look into it. Do that old lady laugh again. What was my old lady laugh again? Sorry, I don't remember. pizza. I love Barboncino pizza, Brooklyn, New York, best cheese pizza. You know what? Everyone rates Brooklyn really high on pizza, New York style. Of course, we have New York style restaurants in the South, but I'm pretty sure they're pretty meh to what the genuine stuff is. You guys ever see those Chicago pizzas or something where they're supposed to be like insanely thick and junk? Like, nah, can't do that. Her YouTube channel is about working out, setups, and such. Bye. Bye. Turkey can be too dry sometimes, though, and I like my cranberry sauce separate from the turkey. Good answer. Good answer. That was a trick question, and you aced it. Uh, I have had bad experiences with turkey because of that reason. It turned out to be too dry. But the turkey that I had for Thanksgiving 2 years ago was the bomb. It was perfectly tender, perfectly uh moist. Sorry if anyone out there detests hearing that word, but seriously, it was perfect. Super delicious, packed with flavor, and it was herby, just like I love it. I need to get that recipe from the individual who fixed it. Um, I don't do cranberries unless we're talking about the band. Oh yeah, the cranberries. Yeah, that lady died last year. Was it last year or the year before? Yeah. Um, turkey has to be cooked just right. Yeah, not everyone can do it. Now, roasted turkey, even better. The roasted turkey in my mouth, ugh. I don't like pizza having too much bread. Rest in peace to the lead singer of that band, The Cramps. Yeah. P.S. Almost forgot I am getting married soon. Oh, look at you! Congrats! I love catfish. Fish is so good. It's brain food. Can eat fish with raw too. Yeah, I love salmon. Salmon is all the fish I need in my life. Congrats, babies are coming. Rest in peace indeed. I hate the smell of vinegar. Huh. I don't mind vinegar actually. I drink apple cider vinegar. I cook salmon with vinegar. I wash it with vinegar and I cook it with vinegar. There is a video of me cooking the salmon if you guys are curious. She was dope. Yes, indeed. What's that one song? Zombies. I dig that one. Honestly, Zombies is unfortunately the only song I ever remember. And of course, they have more songs than that and better songs too. Well, better is, an opinion, but that was really the one song that most people know them for. Yeah, well, Zombie is the Eminem song, whereas the original is called In Your Head. Yep, that was it. Thanks, Zambri. Both great songs. Chicago gets rated higher on pizza. Yeah, that too, yeah. Catfish are bottom feeders. They survive on poop. Ugh. Yeah, when it comes to, say, crustaceans and stuff, I like to stay away from them because they're supposed to be the cleaners of the ocean and you're supposed to be what you eat. So I'm not trying to sit here and claim that I am this uh, righteous eater, right? Because I'm not. But yeah, there's just some stuff that I cannot mess with. How about lunch pizza, Lunchable 90s? Oh, that stuff was good. Shoo. Yeah, that was my lunch. I don't do much seafood, few tenderloin, clams, little bit of haddock. That's about it. You know what? I have never ever done clams just because they fucking stink. I cannot get past that smell. Just like with crab, ugh, My mother used to cook them mugs live, of course, like have this tall ass pot. I forget what you call that, but I guess it's the pressure cooker. No, I don't know. I don't know the name of that stuff. But basically, have the water boiling, and then when you drop the crabs in there, they pretty much instantly die. I just could not handle that as a kid. One of my least favorite memories. Because that stuff just stinks, man. It just smells terrible. And then mom swears that they do not taste like what they smell. And I'm like, well, I don't care about finding out. Just no. And besides, how do you even eat crab? I know that they have like the flesh somewhere. Like, just no. 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 I don't care for crab. Just no. Right. Well, they are still tasty when you fry them. Also crazy how I'm the one who started the food chat at MGSF, and here I am derailing the stream with food talk. Also skinny as fuck, bruh. Oh yeah, I remember that. You were the one who started that topic. Currently, there is an outbreak of salmonella of raw turkey in 46 states. God damn. Yeah, Jordan, I was thinking in your head as I typed zombies. Say crustaceans like that again. Crustaceans. Crustaceans. Yeah, I never. Everyone around me used to say it differently. Crustaceans, crustaceans, crustaceans. I never fucking knew. Whatever comes out, that's what I say. Easy Mistake, both great songs. I almost derailed the chat talking about cars, but it wasn't enough people feeding into it. Honestly, I am not a car savvy person at all, so it would be very difficult for me as the host to keep going at it. I guess Dan is your man when it comes to that. Zim, do you know how a microwave works exactly? Neil deGrasse Tyson taught me, and I feel super smart explaining it. You know what, Webby? I never thought about it. I know that I had to know it at some point in school for it was like a test, of course, but I don't really know the inner workings of it. So please feel free to do your thing and feed us with your expertise. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm catching up to the uh, comments. Cross the ocean. Crustaceans. 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 Oh crap, my phone is saying I have 20% battery. So let me try plugging it in before I end up lost in forever. It'll probably sound all kinds of weird and stuff. I had to turn on my light for that because there's just no way. Okay. That probably sounded really loud. If it sounded loud, I'm sorry. um, let's see, where am I at? Feeding. I see what you did there. I'm a big car enthusiast. It's all good. Honestly, I wish that I were better at understanding cars, but trust me, the more people explain it to me, the worse I get. Oh man. It's like there's some stuff that when it gets very technical, I just don't get it. I gotta admit it. Now, if you talk to me about Toyotas, yeah, you'll have my interest. I cannot talk about Toyotas very, like, technically, but yeah, I like hearing about Toyotas. Little Caesars taste so nasty, feels like I did a crime. Oh my god, yes! I have only had Little Caesars once in my life. And that's all it took. Never gone back. Like anytime you hear or read something that's supposed to be ready in like an insanely short period of time, it's probably best to stay away from it. No way it can be good. Just no. No. Good food takes time to put together. I don't even see what I did there, but thanks. Oh, I see it now. Microwaves vibrate the water molecules in food, creating friction, which is what creates the heat and explains why plates don't get hot. Oh, that's right. No more hot and ready. Yeah, no. Stay away from LCs. But if the food gets hot enough to heat the plate, it can get hot. Or if the food has a lot of moisture, it can cover the plate and heat it. So when people freak out about microwaves and radiation, it's simply a matter of fearing something they don't understand. True. Well, technically, my car is a Toyota. One of the most popular import cars is the Toyota Supra. Yes, but isn't the Supra illegal? Or was it a while ago or something? Like the Nissan Skyline? I don't think we can have those over here. Can we? I know my brother saw one when he went to Japan. I'm into MMA. Yes, you are, Wavy. That the way you're into cars, I already know I cannot derail this chat with that. Oh, maybe you can. Try it, try it. Webby, do you remember that extensive message you sent me talking about Ronda Rousey versus Holly years ago? I absolutely loved that conversation. Well, Jordan, you'll like this. Me and a couple of buddies went sparring at a local UFC gym the other night. Oh, Webby will absolutely love that. Papa John's boycott, thumbs down. You know what? I used to order from them a lot because there's one just driving up the hill from where I'm at. But I haven't ordered from them since 2017. In fact, maybe late 2016. That has to be it because I have no recollection of ordering in 2017 based on my bank statement. So, yep, yep. Where am I at? Now that sounds like a good time. No, the Supra is not, and it's really cool that you know about Nissan Skylines. I saw an R34 GTR when I was in Japan. Yep, I know about the Skyline. It's really easy to remember since it has like those unique tail lights. They're like circular. So, yeah, I can identify it, but I cannot get in a technical discussion about it. I actually know a lot of car models. Um, so if we are out on the road and you quiz me on a car from a distance, I more likely than not can name it. Except for cars like Mercedes and Lexus, they have like letters and number names. It's not like Toyota where you have the Tundra, the Sienna, and stuff like that. I can remember names, but not numbers and letters. So, yeah, I could not name a Lexus to save my life. I currently have no decent gyms around but own my own sets of gloves, shin pads, heavy bag, target mitts, thigh pads, etc. Spar with whoever is willing. The US has 25-year rule. Papa John's sucks, yep. Especially what that clown John did. If a car is 25 years or older, you can import it. Oh, yes, Zam, I remember, and it still feels good thinking about Rhonda getting humbled. What did you think about the fight between Cyborg and Nunez? And I laughed when I heard about what the Papa John's guy said during conference calls. Yep, dummy, yep. He should know better than to be making those kinds of commentaries in this day and age where you're being recorded at all times. Just assume that you are. I want anybody I want anybody buy my pizza. Want any color? Oh, I want anybody to come buy my pizza of any color to come to enjoy my pizza. Color I meant. Lexus is Toyota, same vehicle. Yup. Just like Toyota also owns Scion. Poopa John's. That's awesome. I never thought about that. I never thought that. And in terms of gyms, there's this other gym I would like to go back to that, oops, that in my opinion is a bit more hardcore than the UFC gym I went to. Yeah, that's funny, Papa John's. I loved the Cyborg Nunez fight. Nunez is a 135-pounder while Cyborg struggles to get down to 145, so she's much bigger. And they are clearly the two greatest female fighters of all time. So Nunez winning makes her the female GOAT of MMA. Yeah, I heard about that. Other people were just impressed at how quickly that fight happened. The official UFC gyms are pretty trash from what I have seen. Oh, that makes me think of something. I guess UFC gyms are like the Planet Fitness of regular gyms. You know what I mean? Like everyone just shits on Planet Fitness. I used to go there. The rebirth of the Toyota Supra for 2020 is returning. Yes, I saw that headline or trend the other day. Yeah. The other day can be anywhere from a week ago to 2 years ago. So I don't remember exactly when, but I did see it. Scatological Johns. The name alone attracts the wrong crowd. Yeah, it's pretty much a BMW Z4 though. For everybody at Zimri, there's more for you, great friend. Oh, thank you. Planet Fatness. Yes! That's exactly how I used to refer to Planet. Planet Fatness. Yep. I was such a terrible person. Because, look, Planet Fitness, it may be Planet Fitness, right? Where they give you pizza every Monday, every first Monday of the month, right? But to the people who trash on it, look, it is possible to get a good workout at Planet Fitness, okay? But I think my issues is that, and I have the intention of making a video about this, is that the people who be going up in there are some truly ego lifters. And I'm like, mother effer, your chest is like, okay, big and developed. But when you have chicken legs, I cannot take you seriously. Get off my face. It's like, you see them, they're over there, just, trying to lift and stuff. And I'm like, your legs need serious attention. But it's like your arms and chest are like okay, kind of developed, but then your legs are like fucking toothpicks. No, I cannot take you seriously. So, anyways, that's the issue I have with Planet Fitness. It's like some people go there to try to like show off and try to pick someone up, I guess, but I always wore headphones and I ignored them and I pretend that I couldn't hear anybody. But it was so annoying. There's a lot of ego lifters. I mean, I know they're everywhere, but when it comes to Planet Fitness, I just had my issues. I'm sorry, I just had my issues. UFC gyms as Planet Fitness. Yes, that works. Oh, what if Planet Fitness secretly owns the UFC gyms. You know how Planet Fitness are like franchises? Maybe UFC gyms are franchises of the franchises of Planet Fitness. I guess I should do like Shane. It's time for a conspiracy theory. I don't even have anything to base that on. I'm just bullshitting over here. Pizza Planet from Toy Story. You know what? Pizza Planet is probably better than Little Caesars. It is possible to get a decent workout anywhere, bro. Yep. Yep. But yeah, I know what you're saying. I signed up for Planet Fitness once. Why in the hell was I able to walk out with a handful of fruit flavored Tootsie Rolls after the fact? There wasn't even a squat rack there. Yeah, that bothers me too. It's like you're not trying to establish a good positive image. And I have never been able to make it to their Bagel Tuesdays. Which I probably don't need that anyway, but I like me some bagels. Which is interesting. The sad thing about me and bagels is that because I live in a biscuit town, I can never find bagels. Whereas I'm sure that up north, that's like bread and butter, bagel and butter. But yeah, I love me some bagels. I like cream cheese and cinnamon. How does everybody feel about bagels? Anybody give a damn, or are you like a southerner? Um, where am I at? Yes, you're right, Zamri. I've done taekwondo and hapkido. Bagel Tuesdays, what the fuck do they do? Apple fritter Friday? You know what? They should. They should, but at the same time, I'm glad that they don't because you know what? The only time motherfuckers know to show up to the gym is on Mondays where they have the pizza. True story. Adam Nobby says, Zamri, you're up late. What's up? Oh, thanks a lot. You attached $2. Yeah, honestly, I'm just chilling. I had stuff to say earlier in the stream, and then some folks joined, and you know how this goes. We're just chilling, talking about food because Webby, and cars because Alice, and pizza because Jordan. And then I'm over here, trying to run the show. But yeah, it's good to see you. It's not a great atmosphere usually, that's understandable. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class, everyone should be taking one. It's like human chess. Amazing for you both physically and mentally. I am so interested in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, trust me. Um, let's see, where am I at? I love to exercise, running down the street and walking for free, not at the gym to pay. I'm not cheap and I know the people are different. Yeah, you know what? Exercising in nature is so much more difficult because I tried jogging from, okay, this might, this is going to like completely kill some of you out there, but I tried jogging from my house to the donut shop that's like 2 blocks away, and I was dying. And this was 2 years ago, which means that I had been working out for what year are we on? 2019? Okay, I had been working out consistently for 2 years, and I could not jog all the way to the donut shop. It was so difficult. I'm like, I can run forever on a treadmill. What is wrong with me? So, yeah, you're right. You're right about that. Oops, I pushed the button I was not supposed to. Nothing wrong being at the gym either. I'm just in love with well, yeah, you know what I were better about being outside, but when the weather gets warmer, I tend to have really, really, really bad skin problems. So that has deterred me from being out so much. It's sad, really. Um, and additionally, being out is difficult for me sometimes because when I work, I come out so tired that all I want to do is just lay in bed and just be off my feet. So I'm not as connected to the outdoors as I used to be. Um, cool. Do more late. I can catch your stream. Oh, um, let's see. I guess the way for me to do this would be to have consecutive days off. So if I have such a thing, I'll make sure to do it because I try to alternate my streaming hours since I know that not everyone can catch me at the same time every day. But yeah, I'll try to do that for you. I don't think I can do it very often, but I'll definitely try it. And you send $2. Thanks again. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I am starting off training in kickboxing. I always like playing as Eddie with the Capoeira in Tekken. Tekken. That's such a good game, but I was never really good at it. And Webby, you did do some kickboxing, didn't you? I feel like you did. You were telling me stories about it. Did you get a donut at the donut shop though? Oh, yes. Yes, I did. I did not get one nor two. I got three. But let me put an asterisk by the third mention of the donut. You know why? Because it was actually an apple fritter. Yes, literally the worst thing that I can get from the goddamn shop. That is what I went there for. And then I walked out with a chocolate coconut donut and a strawberry sprinkle donut. How do I remember that if that was 2 years ago? Because that is all I would get all the fucking time. Ugh. And then I was wondering why I could not have a flat stomach. And mind you, that I have a gluten intolerance. I feel like I mentioned that the other day. um, but my name is Zam, and I am the girl who gives literally zero fucks. That's funny, Samry. The weather too. When a person exercise, wear sunscreen. I do wear sunscreen. It's just that ever since I was a kid, I've always had problems with allergies that are out. Like I'm allergic to oak leaves. And a crap ton of other things. Huh. I'm just allergic to being alive. So I try to wear long sleeves and everything, but it gets me. Skin problems from warm weather. Yep. Yeah, I was trolling. You're talking about the same heat rash I get every summer? Oh, I guess you get skin rashes too. Yeah, for me, when I was a kid, my skin rashes used to appear mostly behind my legs, but nowadays it's on my arms, like where my biceps are at, and my chest. And it is so god awful. Yeah, just no. No. Where am I at? It's like athlete's foot, but all over my upper body. Yep, yep. Adam Navi Bonzamri cheeseburger. Well, let's see. What would I do with those funds? I'm definitely more in a saving situation since I have, my goals to take myself to the doctor and whatnot. So I have a plan with every single penny that I make. And at work, I'm not even going to touch my PTO just in case I have to, like, maybe undergo something and then need to take time off. I still need to get paid for that. So, yeah. Um, anyway, it'll work out. It'll be all right. Yes, I'm mostly kickboxing. Oh, yeah, I remember that video you sent me way back in the day. Well, did you send me a video? I know you used to have a GIF about it, I think. And yeah, you were kicking ass. um, cannot convince most people to do more than punch and kick, but some like to wrestle, do jujitsu. You sound like a donut connoisseur. Oh, oh yeah, I last year I did a donut video every single day for like 6 days because I bought half a dozen donuts. Yeah. If you search for it, you will find it. Because your girl has vlogged about absolutely everything. Everything that concerns her, except salads. Maybe I need to do a salad video to like clean my image a bit. I just need to spa more and take some more hits, block them, dodge them, etc. I still have those videos on my channel. I believe the sparring videos from 2011 with the dude way bigger than me. I believe those are what you're referring to. Um, Honestly, they're kind of a blur in my memory. But yeah, they were definitely from a while back, so that may be it, Jordan. I don't remember the guy that well. I sort of remember the action, but it's kind of a blur. Yeah, experience is everything. With more experience comes more composure, and that's priceless. Yep. Just like with a job. Like, definitely, me being more experienced in my position has given me a crap ton of confidence. Zamri is saving for a cheeseburger. Nah, trust me, when I'm determined and I make plans, your girl makes plans. Yup, and that eliminates my fear of getting hit. Ever since I wear glasses, that has kept me from doing so much because I've become insecure and fearful of getting hit in the face. Like 2 days ago, I was at the basketball court and a girl comes over to me and she asks me, do you want to play? And I'm like, you mean a game with like a team and everything? No. I am going to get hit on the face. It's going to break my glasses and my life is going to be ruined. Because, yeah, I cannot have my glasses messed up. That will leave me with a severe impediment. No, no. It's all good, Zam. It's cool. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. GIF, GIF, not GIF. I have heard that the way of saying that is actually GIF. I used to say GIF all the time, and then I read on some article or a trend, I think it was a Twitter trend, where like I don't know how many years it's been. Maybe it's been 20 years since the first GIF was made with like the plane or something. And I was mind blown that it's actually pronounced GIF and not GIF. I guess I should look it up just in case I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure that that's what I read. I'm pretty sure that's what I read. Adam wants to get her the large meal. Have you considered doing donut eating contests or salad avoiding contests? You know what? I cannot be someone who just binge eats a lot of one thing. Like, there's people who do burger challenges and they have like 10 patties on a burger. No, I am not woman enough to do that. I'll be the first to admit it. Just no. Just no. Um, I have Baskin Robbins and Dunkin' Donuts at the same time down the street. I go sometimes. If I go all the time, it won't be good. You know what? Baskin Robbins, I ain't even gonna front, but they have a good milkshake. Like, if they have it available, I get coconut with almond and dark chocolate. Hashtag fat comment. um, Hi Jordan. Planning on getting cheeseburger. Zam, if you type Webby versus the butcher on YouTube, I believe those videos will pop up. Okay. Or alternatively, I can just look at your profile and look it up. Yep. Let me see. Nah, I can't do it from here. Okay. I was wondering if I could do like a separate page from within the stream, but nah, doing this on a phone is pretty limiting. You're in Tokyo, that's awesome. Graphical. I pronounce it GIF because I'm a rebel. Well, I used to be a rebel too until I was made aware by that little trend about how to pronounce it. But for the sake of what is it? Consistency and familiarity, we're going to say GIF. I give it to you the correct way. I don't eat salads either. I don't even think about them. Honestly, I think about salad ingredients, like adding spinach to a sandwich, the very sandwiches that I never eat anymore. I add spinach to ground beef sometimes. It's actually pretty good. And I also add spinach to pasta, which I totally have a video about that. Um, what else do I add spinach to? Oh yeah, smoothies. I used to be one of those monsters who used to add to a fruit smoothie, I would add spinach, but sparingly because unfortunately spinach would give it a strong spinachy flavor, and it was actually disappointing. It's good, but not excessively. And sometimes I would juice the spinach because it was starting to go bad on me. So I would take the remaining good leaves and try to consume them in a more fun manner since they're all like, you know how veggies get all soft and mushy? Yeah, I fucking hate eating that. So I try to blend it. I do eat salads, especially if they have meat in them. Oh my god, grilled chicken. Grilled chicken, tequila lime. Yep, that's the way to go. I like to add, like, I like to cut chicken into like little cubes and then toss it into the salad. Whenever it is that I do get around to cooking chicken, which is practically never. So if I can, I try to buy grilled chicken that's already like pre-cooked and just take it home and deal with it. I just cannot deal with chicken. Ugh. Blech. No, can't do it. Sounds so good, Jeremy. What meat salad ratio do you prefer? 80-20 meat salad. A full steak with some lettuce, basically. How do you guys feel about London broil? To me, it's okay. Nothing to be too wild over. A fully a full steak with some lettuce, basically. I like 113 minus 13 meat salad. I do like collard greens though. Collard greens are awesome. It's just a shame that I don't eat them much anymore. Like, it seems to be a every other year thing for me. I haven't had collards in a long time. Oh, oh. Any of you guys mess with chard? Like there's red chard, green chard, rainbow. I've never had rainbow, but I do like the red one. Although it makes your pot look pretty bloody if you try boiling it. Um, where am I at? Zamri, please watch Barbecue Pits. They ain't playing about food. No healthy food. Straight up serious food. Oh, snap. Tweet me it, Jordan, because unfortunately I'll probably forget if we leave it in the comments here. uh, I like a lot of veggies, to be honest. Celery with cream cheese. Oh, I love celery. I love celery with ranch. That's really the only way I ever eat ranch. I've never had cream cheese. Why haven't I? You've given me an idea. Ooh, and I like it with hummus. Anybody like hummus out here? I love hummus. Waxed beans. Never had that before. Corn, maybe not a lot, but a few. I do love broccoli, potatoes. Broccoli. I like when I hear someone say they like broccoli. I think that's my favorite vegetable. I don't think, I know it is. That was the first vegetable I ever liked as a kid. To this day, I still love it. So, broccoli soup. Anybody? Anybody? Drown it in cheese. My screen is making that squeaky sound. Um, Cauliflower. You know what? I only have one experience with cauliflower, and I liked it, but I never went back for it. Have you ever heard of a Romanesco broccoli? They call it the broco flower. Basically, it's a cross between a cauliflower and a broccoli. I have not tried it, but it looks pretty. It looks like a pyramid looking thing. I only saw it one time and it was actually pretty recent. So it might be something that's in season now. Um where am I at? Um, shoot, I got lost. Like I'll eat sandwiches with some lettuce in there. Popper peas. Popper peas. Haven't heard of those either. I love sub sandwiches, hate Subway. You know what? Subway has been on the decline in the past decade. So I'm not surprised to hear that. Mom and I were actually talking about that. Carrots with ranch dressing, otherwise no. I like carrots too. I can actually mess with them raw. I prefer to have hummus as well, but I definitely can mess with ranch along with it. I cannot juice carrots though. It doesn't sound appetizing. I used to like ranch when I was little. When when I go to Coney Island, I don't think salads. You would hate me, Zam. I used to love the Tyson Anytizer popcorn chicken. Hey, 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 hey. That was actually some good stuff, bro. It's just that I'm trying to stay away from foods like that. You know what I mean? Cause I was, I just got tired of feeling extremely like crap, you know? So I'm trying to make better choices now. But of course, I still make my sins, commit my sins. But I I don't mess with Tyson food stuff anymore. But they have some good stuff. I ain't gonna front. Um, let's see. Where am I at? Everyone smash the like button. Thank you, Adam. London broil is what I buy if I am cooking on a stovetop grill. It's boneless New York sirloin. Sirloin is awesome. I like most steak, not picky. I love some collard green sandwiches. You know what? I have never tried it. There is a rainbow Charizard. Rainbow chard. Chard, it's like another green veggie leaf thing. It's like an enormous leaf. That's the best way I can describe it. They have green, red, rainbow. That's all I can recall, but I don't want to say that's all there is. Makes the pot look pretty bloody. Oh, you mean the cooking pot? Yeah. Cool, I will. Had some legit Mexican pork tortillas for a midday snack today. With refried beans and this vegetable, hummus is okay with Middle Eastern food. You know what? Refried beans, they're pretty good. They're good, that's for sure. Hummus plus heaven in the mouth. Oh, yep. Celery with ranch too. Only way I eat ranch is with celery or carrots. And yes, celery with cream cheese in the middle and a touch of paprika. Huh. I never thought about paprika and celery. Damn, Webby. You're definitely the guy to go to for trying new stuff. I'm gonna hit you up because you've mentioned stuff that I just never thought about. And it's a shame because one of my favorite hobbies is to put together blends of food. And usually I come up with some good shit. But yeah, you got some good ideas going on. I like collards and turnip greens mixed. Oh, I've never had turnips. What am I missing? But you know what I have had? Celery root. That thing is, how can I describe it? It's kind of bitter. I ate it raw and I also tried cooking it, but honestly, it didn't really make a difference. But I like the taste. It's kind of crunchy. No, not kind of. It's really crunchy. But it's a distinctive, unique flavor. It's one of those things that you really have to try so you know what it is, because no amount of me describing it is going to to do it justice. You know what I mean? But yeah, I need to try a turnip. Artichokes. Does anyone out here mess with that? I have never messed with it because I have heard that to fix it, it is quite a process. I heard something about you need to let it boil for like 40 minutes or something. I forget. It's been a minute since I had a conversation about it. And Adam sends another $2. Thanks a lot, dude. You're really spoiling me here. Tofu with cheese and rice. Tofu with cheese and rice. I have not had that combination. The best tofu I ever had has been herb crusted. It was like fried, and of course, it had herbs in it. Ugh, lots of tofu. Ooh, I love tofu that's like Asian spiced. Like, you know, Asian noodles, how that one recipe where it has like sesame seeds in it and bell peppers. Does it have bell peppers? I feel like it does. Anyways, it has like a bit of a spice to it. That stuff is amazing. Tofu is not bad, but there's too much soy in that, right? Yeah, unfortunately. Yep. And those Tyson joints are tasty. Yep. I cannot do tofu ever since that episode of Everybody Loves Raymond, if you know what I'm referring to. You the real MVP. Unfortunately, I don't. I love fast I love fast food who's with me. I can tolerate it. I try to stay away from it, but I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I gotta mess with it. Especially Chick-fil-A. Are you shitting me? You see how many Chick-fil-A videos I've made? I mean, I made videos about everything. McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, and all that. Yep, yep. I don't do it much anymore because I ate too many, but they're good in a pinch. True. I do eat healthy every day. I'm dying without fast foods. They miss me too. That's another food I tried to mix with salad to convince myself it was healthier. Unfortunately, I don't know that episode of Everybody Loves Raymond. Checker fries are the best. I do not know what those are. Your hobbies are coming up with new foods. My hobbies are eating old foods. Let's hang out. Hell yeah, dude. Let's do it. You talking to me or Camry? It's interesting. My idea for my username does come from the Camry. So I respond to Camry. The episode where Mary, Murray went to the doctor and realized she was eating too unhealthily, so she did a tofu turkey for Thanksgiving. I mess with artichoke. Yes, it's a bit of work, but with it as a meal. Huh, interesting. So it would have been one of the Thanksgiving episodes. Oh yeah, speaking of exotic vegetables, anyone out there try an endive? I've had the Belgian endive. It's like it looks like a tiny, tiny, tiny cabbage, but Napa cabbage. It's kind of yellowy. That's the best way to put it, really. But yeah, I like them. Let's see. So it would have been one of the Thanksgiving episodes. Tofu delivery. Gonna initially Gunma initially. When I was a teen, I would eat two Big Macs, a double cheeseburger, and a Mac chicken plus a large fry, apple pie, and milkshake. Can't do it anymore. Oh no, I feel full from just reading that. The most junk that I have done is I go to Chick fil A, I order the Chick fil A sandwich, I add cheese to it, and Colby Jack to be specific. And then I order the 4 count chicken strips and a cup of water, and I ordered a um ice dream ice cream thing, which when I made the ice dream video, I was shocked to see you guys say in the comments that you were not aware that Chick-fil-A had that ice cream stuff and milkshakes. It's like y'all had tunnel vision with the menu. What is wrong with you? That was I specifically remember Jamie being the person who mentioned that, but I'm pretty sure the rest of you have noticed it. Oh boy. Let's see. Ate too much of it. Let's all just eat and never talk. How about Chinese food? Barbecue, boneless ribs, plus beef teriyaki and pork fried rice. Oh, okay. Asian food or Chinese food. The thing about it is that remember, Webby, that what we eat, at least when we go out, is not genuine. And of course, it's like the Americanized version. But I can go for sesame chicken every fucking day of my life. I am addicted to that stuff. And of course, teriyaki chicken, that never gets old. Needless to say, when I go to Subway to order a sandwich, I always go with the teriyaki chicken. Uh, which, by the way, if you're curious to know exactly how I craft my sandwich, I made a video about it, my Subway sandwich. And let's see, but back to your question. Yeah, sesame chicken, and I like to do steamed brown rice, cause as you can imagine, I cannot mess with pork fried rice anymore. But yeah, I like to add eggs to the rice actually. If I'm at home and I have the brown rice as leftovers, I'll add egg to it and lettuce, pieces of lettuce. It may sound nasty, but it's pretty good, especially when you. I want to be modest and say when you sparingly add soy sauce, but bitch, you drown that rice in soy sauce. Do it. Have all that amount of sodium that's probably illegal for a human to have. But yeah, yep, yep, it's pretty good. Um, let's see. Where am I at? Oh yeah, how do you guys feel about Korean barbecue? I've never had it. Am I missing out? And what else? God, it left my mind. Oh yeah, pho. Does anybody out there eat that? I literally do not know what that is, but I do hear people order it a lot. I just never remember what the pho is. PHO. Anybody heard of the McGangbang? And pretty much everything else they make, you can eat. I am impressed. Burger King sells tacos, by the way. You know what? I was absolutely shooketh when I heard that. I could not believe my eyes and ears. Let's pray first. Sesame chicken too. Yes. McGangbang, heard of it, but cannot remember what it is. Yeah, me either. I vaguely remember hearing about it. Man, Subway came out with that teriyaki sandwich in like 2005. Yep, 2005 or 2004. Yeah, definitely. Big Mac plus Mac chicken or something. Yeah, basically along those lines. Chinese is unhealthy as fuck, but I love it. Yeah, really, what makes it really bad is the sodium, right? Yeah, it's definitely the saltiest foods out there, if you ask me. Drown the rice in either soy sauce or sweet and sour sauce. How do you guys feel about duck sauce? I like it. I don't do it often, never had Korean barbecue. Yeah, me either. Korean barbecue is tasty. I have heard. Yeah. Pho is pronounced pho, and it's amazing. Um, Someone said, let's pray first. I sweat a lot, so to be honest, I don't worry so much about the sodium, but yeah, it's not great. Huh. It's just, of course, when I eat salty stuff, I can just feel my heart rate changing because that's what that mess does. But yeah, I guess as a woman, I just gotta like dial back on it a little bit. More water. Yep, yep. All right, guys. Well, it's been a pleasure, but your girl should definitely consider humbly retiring from this stream. I should definitely try to get some sleep. I have some stuff that I would like to take care of today. There is a pretty big misconception that sodium is extremely bad for you, but meh. Honestly, I think if you're athletic, um you definitely need the sodium. Like something about electrolytes or something. Like you need to retain liquids, of course. So, yeah, if you're sweating like crazy, then your dietary intake is going to differ a little bit. But for me personally, I feel better when I stay away from salt and sugars, of course. But but yeah, yep. Bye Zamri. Goodbye, Jordan. Yeah, this was a fun later night chat. Yeah, I'll try my best to do this again sometime. Because I definitely enjoyed it, and I'm glad you guys did. It was definitely entertaining. Good night, and no late night munchies. Yep, no munchies. Nope, nope. If you work out a lot, you need sodium. Exactly. Don't tell us what to do. Have a blessed night, everybody. God bless. Marathon runners, triathletes carry salt with them. Yep. Night fam. Great video. Bye. Take care. Sea salt is better. You know what? Himalayan pink salt. I want to try that. Has anyone had that? Um, I hear that it's supposed to be a whole lot better for you because it has what? I don't know. I like to use the salt that supplies iodine because apparently it's really good for you. Sea salt is better. Yep, I like it. Don't tell me how to live my life. And Adam sent another $2. Thank you so much, sweetie. Camry is going to the donut shop with her $8. Nah, I'm definitely staying away from those. I am not running out of sugar in this house. And I will make a video about it. Don't tell Garuda. Anyways, peace, y'all. And no more saying. Sea salt is pretty good. I agree, especially on French fries.